in-game code. Remember to keep an eye out for the poll.
So, we are here already. The first match of the first series of the MPL Philippines Season 12 playoffs. But wow, what are we expecting in the early game?
First of all, that was a very pretty intro going into the Land of Dawn. What to expect now is this. There might be a slight adjustment in the playstyle of Blacklist International.
Yeah.
One of the strengths of the Popol and Koopa jungle, it's similar to the old idea of the Popol and Koopa mid lane, wherein, yeah, you're going to be lightly contesting for objectives, but if you see that the opposing team already has way too many members there, it might be too risky to contend that you're going to be going for split pushes instead. That you're going to be going for tower pushes and then ganking instead of going for the turtle full-on.
Yeah, definitely. That's an interesting thought, considering that Popol and Koopa is one of the strongest pushers out there.
Oh, yeah.
But Renegade with the early aggression against Escalera just so that they could distort the positioning. But this looks like a Little Wonder is going to the hands of Mitsui.
You know what's scary?
What?
Is a Matilda in the hands of the Hitman Renegade.
Yes.
Because, like, naturally, I mean, we have seen, you know, Matilda players, specifically even in the previous times, be aggressive. But I feel like really with the play style of a Renegade fits really well here. It's just, you got to make sure, I know it's a best of 5, you got to make sure you don't overcommit, get a little overzealous. You know, you still have to play around that kit here. And that's really where I'm wondering, how does this Popol fit into this lineup and how it will work in the jungle?
And right now you're seeing they're scaling up quick. That's the key idea right now.
That's what you're saying, Renmar.
They're going for the pushes, they're going for the ganks. This is the strength of this lineup.
Yeah, and just like that, they were able to have the gold plating in that top lane and poke against Ryzen.
See, that's the thing. I mean, this is a hero we don't often see, right?
Yep.
And you forget just how much having an extra health bar even has to deal with.
Assassin Emblem.
Yep, that's an Assassin Emblem on the Popol and Koopa Electro. Fond of charge.
Yeah.
The Weapons Master, and of course, going for the crits as well. So yeah, this is going to be a Popol and Koopa that just wants to scale up really quickly. Paired up with the Bruno, that's the idea of their draft. Again, just look at the objectives and how they're going to play it. Are they going to full contest? If they really can't, they're going to go for the split pushes. And ONIC now, the problem is, it's so hard to reach the Popol and Koopa. Who are you going to send to reach that? He doesn't have the Purify, yes. He does have that little shield that he can get, that knock up for a little bit of defense.
Yes.
But Escalera and Ryzen have their work cut out for them.
Yes, and definitely, this Popol and Koopa has a choking point wherein that heavy spin has been casted, but wherein the possibility that you will be able to kick and crowd control Koopa instead of Popol.
Yeah, don't kick the dog. That goes for a lot of things. In real life and in the Land of Dawn, folks. We love animals here.
We do. But I got to say, you know, that first turtle take, very just simple. Nothing fancy. We're going to go ahead and lock down who we need to. We get the heavy spin out from Ryzen. We secure ourselves that first objective. So if you're ONIC, you're kind of 1-8
when it was still Baloyski in the mid. He was, he was already Baloyski then. So it's just pure damage, rushing it on the Popol and Koopa, and it's working wonders. In the post of mine that I made that you mentioned, Naisu, earlier, ONIC or Blacklist, hold that thought.
Oh, all right. Wave the dragon. I don't think this is going to be anything, so continue on.
Okay. So for as the current meta game encourages that teams really consider drafting carry type of junglers, not essentially just assassins, marksmen that can fit in the bill, as long as it's well thought out and it's built really well for that hero in that jungle, and that's exactly what Blacklist did here. ONIC drafted a very solid lineup from the regular season. Blacklist drafted a very solid lineup with learnings from Singapore, MENA, and Indonesia.
And you know what's good about that is that they're able to adapt given the 1.5 week break that they were able to see all of the teams performing. And just like that, they were able to take 3 turtles uncontested.
Yeah, you know, again, it's nothing fancy. They're just playing this really well. Now the heavy spin going to try to zone out Edward here. Oh! He spins him right into his teammate Ryzen down. Escalera going to flicker out of there. Blacklist International. That is, again, a decisive play from them, and it's nothing fancy. They're utilizing this adapted lineup like Renmar just mentioned for the playoffs here, and it's executed so well.
It's an old idea of having multiple carries paired up with the idea of having your support roam. It's an evolution of the meta game based off months and even a year's worth of everything that we've seen in Mobile Legends, Bang Bang esports all throughout the world. As we look at the items right now, they had to rush the MT Cuirass actually for that Akai Dominance Eyes onto the Deeroth. So the Deeroth damage is going to take a long time until you feel it. Up to a Wind Talker already is that Popol and Koopa, almost a 2,000 gold lead for the PNK gold laner and almost a jungler and almost a 2,000 gold lead and more for Bruno over that Irithyll.
So this means that in terms of items, they're definitely on the lead right now. But what we have to take note is at this point in the game, 8 minutes in, Nets still hasn't fallen down. So this is a good sign for the side of ONIC Philippines because they just want him to be able to build enough items.
Yes. Once that Feathered Airstrike is out of the hands of Yue, ONIC can go all in, but it will be a devastating trade.
Yes. And because this is a double marksman lineup technically for the side of Blacklist International, definitely we want to expect Super Friends dish out enough damage output, be it in the form of the Feathered Airstrike or that penalty zone with that Akai. But this turtle is just uncontested. First Lord, rather.
Yeah, that was just deleted. You know, like that was so quick. And again, it's just kind of painting the picture at how far behind ONIC Philippines is economy-wise, right? It's not a huge impact kill game, or rather, it's not a ton of kills going on here. It's just really simple objective play. They find a couple wins when they can, if they can get these kills, but Blacklist International doesn't pressure it. And now what it's all done is it's all fallen into place, right? Everything the past 10 minutes has led to this charge. Yes, it's only the First Lord, but you're nearly 10,000 gold ahead. And look at that. They're going to force. Nets already back here with the Feathered Airstrike. Ryzen, the tanky one, is going to get middled down to half health. Mid turret going to be dealt with. Penalty zone going to go in. Renegade jumps in with a Circle Eagle. Nets in trouble. Can't last it. And that's what the lead will do. Can they keep it going? Still, Lord finally going to be taken care of. That's a triple already for Ohem. They wait for the minions to push in. They take game number 1.
This winning moment is brought to you by FWD Life Insurance. Wow.
Wow, indeed. Shock and awe. We were talking about new strats. We were talking about new ways to play the game. And we thought, hey, it's going to be a slow rollout. Nope. Right away. First game, elimination match, MPL PHS 12 playoffs, Popol and Koopa jungle.
You know what's crazy is, and I don't know what LaFell was actually thinking, but he's like, it's going to be a stomp.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you know, ONIC fans, that game 1 was an objective stomp, and it all led to that at the end.